Oi you, listen up. I'm going to have my say.
G'day guys, it's John here from That's My Say. Just thought I'd go for a bit of a walk with you guys today and show you a bit of the Australian bush near where I live. There's heaps of different types of bush, but we're basically a eucalyptus forest or woods or whatever you want to call it in your place in the world. But, in Australia we mostly just call it the bush. That's what we call our forests and woods and those sorts of things. So I'm not going to tell you all their boring Latin names, Latinus, bullshitus and all that sort of stuff, although I do know some of them. I'm a bit of a keen gardener, but I just thought I'd go for a talk and go for a walk, and you can see a bit. It's better than looking at my ugly head while you're listening to me rant on. Okay, so we'll start our walk. Okay, you can see up ahead there is my black dog. I'm going to have to call her back. Lulu. Right, she's pretty good. Come on, hurry up. Okay, here she comes. She thinks we're going straight ahead, but I'm going down a different track today. So she's got all confused. Here she goes. Yeah. So this is a little track that I can walk down and show you a bit. And then, Lulu, she's a good dog. We're pretty lucky to get her. A bit of a story there, which I may as well tell you, because it just shows how opportunities can arise sometime. Before we got Lulu, we used to breed bull terriers for a while, and we got out of the breeding game, and we just had the last two left that we had, and just got sick of all the dog shows and the people that were involved in it and the ridiculous competition that goes on. Even though you're a group of people involved in a common theme, people would argue and bitch and carry on, and I just wasn't up for that in the end. So anyway, we had our two bull terriers, and we were out one day, and somehow they got out of our yard and killed the neighbour's dog, which was a bit sad. So it caused all sorts of trouble, and we didn't have to, but we made the decision to put the dogs down. Basically the reason for that was that we would hate for one day that they might get out again. We thought we had the yard pretty well fixed up that they wouldn't get out, so it was possible that they get out again, and to have some little kid come in, because they wouldn't have hurt a person. We're very confident of that. But if a little kid went, or even an adult came along to defend their dog, then it's possible they could get caught in the crossfire. Hey, where's Lulu gone? There she is. She's up there. I can see her. Yeah. So anyway, we had the two dogs put down. One of them was Nellie, who was the daughter of my original bitch, and we had Jessie, who was one of her daughters as well. They were quite pretty dogs, even though will be people there going, oh, bull terriers, they're ugly dogs. Yeah, well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? Anyway, we thought we'd wait a while. We didn't want to get another dog straight away, and we weren't going to get a bull terrier. So I decided we wanted to get away from that a bit. So we waited for a while. We were going to wait 6 months. I think it was about a month or two went by, and I just hated not having a dog. So came home. I was on a night shift. Came home. I'd had a look in the paper at work that morning before I came home, and there were two beagles. I thought, oh, beagles would be pretty cool dogs. We'll give them a try. They're good dogs. And tried to look them up on the internet, but the paper that I looked at them, that I saw them in, didn't have an internet site for its classified. So couldn't find out details for them. That didn't matter. There's lots of other places with dogs for sale on the internet, and one of the ones we tried, come on Lulu, this way. One of the ones we tried was the RSPCA. Where I am near Sydney, you've got a few options. We could go to Sydney, we could go to Goulburn, we could go to Wollongong. We've come out on a bit of a fire trail area here, so that's why there's not as much bush, but we'll head into a bit of a thicker area here. Yeah, so we had Wollongong and Blue Mountains and Gosford and all of that, so there are a whole lot of different RSPCA locations that we could try. Anyway, so yeah, so we haven't waited the 6 months. We've waited the just 1 or 2 months. It wasn't very long at all. And we called Sydney first because they're the biggest one. Thought, oh yeah, they'll have something. It was like catalogue cross, German Shepherd cross, Rottweiler cross, blah blah blah. But no, that's not what we wanted. My wife's dream dog was a Labradoodle, and I definitely didn't want one of those cattle dog crosses and all that sort of stuff. So we looked at the Blue Mountain site, cattle dog cross, Rottweiler cross, German Shepherd cross, blah blah blah, all those things again. Looked at the Goulburn one, because we're pretty much going alphabetical sort of thing, but we tried Sydney first, but it's bigger because it's the biggest, but then we went alphabetical. So it was Goulburn, cattle dog cross, German Shepherd cross, blah blah blah. Oh, I fucking hate this. Look at this here. This is the bush, and some idiot has come and dumped their shit here. I fucking hate that. I cannot stand it. They've got a tip they can take it to and they dump it in the bush. Lazy little buggers. Anyway, Wollongong being W is the last one. Second dog on their list is a black Labradoodle. Of course, my wife's ears pricked up. Oh, Labradoodle, that'd be interesting. I wonder if they still got it. Where's that dog got? There she is, up ahead. Yeah, so yeah, we called them up. Said, oh, you've got the black Labradoodle there. Have you still got her? Oh yeah, she's still here. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we can come down and have a look to her. Said, oh, we're coming down right now, because we thought if someone walks into that pound and sees that dog, they're going to take her straight away, because Labradoodles aren't easy to come by. And yeah, we thought she'd be a sought after dog, because everything else, like I said, cattle cross, cattle dog cross, German Shepherd cross, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. We just weren't interested in that. So we drove down there at breakneck speed. We had our little daughter there who was, she was 2, so she wasn't in school. Our eldest daughter, she was just happened to be sick that day. So they both come down. We went down to the pound and saw this dog, and she was gorgeous. She was so calm. She just sat there and let our 2-year-old hug her and didn't even flinch. Didn't lick her on the face, which I cannot stand dogs that lick me on the face. I've seen what else they lick, and ugh. The thought of them licking me on the face with the same tongue that licks all those other things. Yuck. Anyway, yeah, she was great, and this was just on a lead outside the kennel. I thought, oh, well, that's good. She's on a lead and behaving herself. What happens when you let her off is she's just going to bolt and run around like crazy, which isn't such a bad thing, except when you're out in public. Anyway, so I asked if we could go in the the grassed off lead area and let her off and see what she did. Let her off the lead. She just sat there, and our little daughter just kept giving her a cuddle around the neck and all that sort of stuff. And we were just sold. She's a great dog. Oh, look at you polluting the path right in the middle. Good on you. Anyway, I'll pick that up on the way back. Anyway, yeah, so we said, oh no, she's great, we'll take her. Like, how much are they? And they said, oh yeah, it's $220, which is like great price as well. It's unreal. And yeah, so we said, oh yeah, great, we'll take her. And they go, oh yeah, no worries, yeah, leave a deposit now. We've just got to do a property inspection, and you'll probably be able to pick her up in about a week. Just going, oh, what? You let us fall in love with this dog, and then you tell us we've got to wait a week. Because the RSPCA, like, they're all about making people take care of their animals and stuff, which is fair enough. So they wanted to do a property inspection to make sure we had a yard big enough, to make sure we had a kennel big enough, to make sure there were no holes in the fence that the dog could get through, so the yard was nice and secure and all that sort of stuff. So okay, fair enough, that's alright, I can deal with that. We want to make sure that the dog's going to stay in our yard as well. So we knew we'd had no problems with that. Okay, we paid the deposit. This was on a Wednesday afternoon, and told they probably wouldn't get the property inspection done till the Monday. So we've gone shopping on that Thursday. We're just getting out of the car in the car park, and got the call, oh yeah, you can come and pick her up today if you want. Oh, this is a surprise, it's only the day after. Sorry, I tell a lie. The next Thursday I had to go to work, and my wife rang up and said, oh, the RSPCA inspector's just been here. And yeah, just to backtrack a bit, when we got home on the Wednesday afternoon, my wife got home and said, oh, we've got to fix up everything. I want to fix everything up now, blah, blah. So we just got, and it was like nearly dark, so we've gone around in the dusk and for a little while in the dark, just blocking up all the holes and getting it all done, because I think it was like a pregnant mother who wants to nest, and she just had to get everything fixed. So we did that, and I thought, oh, we've got like all weekend to get this done. They're not going to come till Monday. Anyway, so she's called me on Thursday and said, oh, the RSPCA inspector's just come, and checked on the place, and I thought, oh, thank God she made me do it yesterday. Otherwise, there were just a few little things. They probably wouldn't have mattered anyway, but it's just things they could have picked up on. Anyway, because we've got fences around the yard, it's no big deal. Anyway, we got all those things fixed up. The only thing they said was, get a bigger kennel, but we'll sign off on it anyway, no big deal. Anyway, we didn't end up getting a bigger kennel because she won't sleep in the kennel anyway. She sleeps outside on the deck chairs on the deck. Anyway, so the Friday, so they said, oh, don't know how long it'll be, probably won't be till next week before you can pick her up anyway, because she's got to be desexed and all that sort of stuff. So the Friday, got out of the car to do our shopping, sorry, and yeah, got the phone call, oh yeah, you can come and pick the dog up today. She's ready to be picked up this afternoon. So we've done the shopping in about 20 minutes flat. It's the fastest grocery shopping we've ever done. Got that home, rung them up, said, okay, we're on our way down, it's still alright to come down? Yeah, no worries, come down. So shot down there, had to do a bit of mucking around at the vet because, well, she'd been desexed, I think on the Thursday, so the day before, and she just had a little bit of blood that morning, which the vet said was normal anyway. So 2 days later we had her, which was good. After we were told it would be a week. So, and it just shows how opportunities can come by pretty quick. And just, I know sometimes you just have a compulsion to do something and things will work out pretty well. Like we were going to wait, and it was just, I had that feeling that, yeah, I just wanted to get a dog. That's what I wanted to do, was just get a dog, and we sort of knew what we wanted. My wife wanted a Labradoodle, and I was happy with that. Just have a nice companion dog, and she's turned out to be the best dog in the world, bar none. We couldn't have wished for a greater dog, and she's really good. Like, as you've seen, when I call her back, she'll come. She's not running away like a madman. She's really calm. She's a great house dog, beautifully toilet trained. We've never had a problem with her doing anything inside, and she's inside most of the day. She goes outside at night. I like her to go outside at night because she keeps the foxes away from our chooks, because we've got our own chooks in the yard. So she barks when the foxes come sniffing around, that sort of stuff, so it's good to have her outside. Yeah, so that's the story of our dog, how we got her, and just, yeah, I think it's just a good story of how, like, just, yeah, sometimes just going with what you feel like, and when opportunities come your way, you just got to grab them sometimes. And yeah, just go for it. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Just a bit of a wander through the bush here. Maybe I'll have to come here without the dog sometimes, and we'll might see some local wildlife. We have echidnas and wallabies and kangaroos and all sorts of snakes and lizards and that sort of stuff. Occasionally you see them out here. Okay, alright, thanks very much for listening, and that's my say. Bye.
Well, that's my say. What do you reckon?
Jeez, can't imagine why I'll come out here. You come out here and just sit for hours and just think about stuff. Be like no one else is around. Very nice and peaceful.